What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Liz back with another reaction video. And you know what time it is? It's the weekend. So what does that mean? Nuke's Top 5. Now this one is 5 scary ghost videos that will make you punch your screen. And I'm not trying to do that because I don't want to have to pay for another one. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it.
Top 5 Ghosts Caught on Camera. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. I've featured in the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine many times on Nuke's Top 5, so I won't go through a full recap. But put simply, Kent Burris says that he lives in a very haunted house and has recorded many strange supernatural encounters in his home.
The hardest things to deal with while living in this house, and one of the most frightening encounters are in fact apparitions.
Son of a... Oh my...
I'm gonna do something. Oh my... One night, while sleeping, there was a loud bang in the bedroom that woke me up. I started hearing faint voices, so I picked up my cell phone camera and started recording.
One night, Kent hears voices coming from downstairs and records as he heads down to investigate. He is not prepared for what he finds waiting in the dark first floor TV room.
Son of a... What the hell are you?
Ooh.
As Kent walks into the pitch black room, the TV has somehow turned itself on. Now this might explain the voices, but as he pans his camera around the room, a dark shape suddenly appears right in front of the television screen. The shadow figure seems to collapse into itself as it disappears right in front of his eyes.
What the hell are you? I did not go back to sleep that night.
So did Kent capture yet another shadow apparition in his haunted house? You decide. You can watch this full documentary over on the YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. Checking out early. Iraqi fitness trainer Mustafa from the YouTube channel Mustafa Altai says that he heard a strange story about a family who had fled their home in Iraq many years ago because a sinister jinn began haunting their home. The house has been left abandoned for over 60 years, as the family says they couldn't find anyone willing to rent or buy the cursed property. Mustafa goes to investigate the house with his friend Salar to see if the spooky stories are true, and it did not go well. As the two explorers are about to enter the house, they have no idea that something seems to be watching them.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Now it's certainly a bit hard to see, but when the video is slowed down and enhanced, a very strange figure can be seen standing at the window.
Yeah, there's something.
Now it's unclear exactly what this bizarre shape could be, but when Mustafa's camera pans back, the dark figure has disappeared. After the two explorers enter the house, things only get weirder. The two friends hear strange sounds coming from the staircase. They go to investigate, and this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. ما في شيطان ثاني دائما خاف منه. دائما يا اخي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. اقرا ايات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله اعوذ بكلمات الله التامات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. بسم الله. لا تعال بس تعال سلام تعال. لا هسه ما احد بس تعال.
The other person is running out.
بس تعال فوق سلام. سلام. بس تعال بتاعت امك. يا اخي حلفتك. سلام. حلفتك بتاعت امك.
Nope. His friend is like, nope.
An empty paint bucket is thrown from somewhere above them, barely missing the two explorers. Mustafa runs upstairs to see where it came from, but his friend Salar heads for the exit. Eventually, Mustafa convinces Salar to come back, but after hearing more scary, unexplained sounds, they both decide to leave. Mustafa uploads his video to YouTube, and many of his viewers want to see more. In the video comments, his fans dare him to go back and actually spend the night in the haunted house. So, Mustafa agrees. He returns to the house, determined to stay the night. This time, all alone. Mustafa sets up a few static cameras in one of the rooms and attempts to settle in for the night. But before long, Mustafa's night takes a terrifying turn.
بس ما نقدر نحكم على يسقط وسمع أو أي حاجة مثل هاي بالخوش. ممكن يكون نهار وممكن يكون ليل. صوت جري أكو صوت قوي جري ما صوت جري
Strange moans and loud bangs keep Mustafa on the edge and unable to rest. But little does he know, things are about to get even creepier.
Bismillah. Bismillah.
Snap! That thing is throwing stuff at him. Now y'all saw that.
A heavy piece of stone sitting on top of the fireplace seems to move on its own. Then, as if propelled by an invisible force, it violently crashes to the ground, nearly landing on Mustafa's head. Understandably, Mustafa is now freaked out. He's only been inside the house a little over an hour, but he decides to put an early end to his overnight investigation. But now here's where things get really creepy. Because the most terrifying part of Mustafa's stay inside the house isn't even what he saw or heard with his own eyes and ears. You see, his static cameras caught video of something strange that he wasn't even aware of. Something downright chilling. Did you see it? As Mustafa is repositioning his static camera, a dark figure appears behind him on the staircase. It slowly moves down the stairs without making a sound, and then disappears out of sight.
It doesn't even look human.
But this isn't the only time Mustafa captured this creepy figure during his nighttime stay.
The jinn got on life.
Again, a dark, very bizarre figure quickly appears behind Mustafa, not once, but twice. Could it be that he captured the jinn that haunts the home on camera? Whatever it is, it seems to change shape, size, and even transparency. So just what is this? Let me know what you think. You can check out Mustafa's full 2-part video investigation of the house over on his YouTube channel, Mustafa Altai. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at NukesTop5@gmail.com. The Haunted Ancient Ram Inn. With a past as dark as the Ancient Ram Inn, it's not surprising that it is said to be the most haunted building in all of England. The mysterious inn was built way back in the year 1145 on top of a pagan burial ground, and it served as the home to slaves, masons, and workers. In the 1500s, a woman hid out in the building before she was captured and burned as a witch. Years later, the innkeeper's daughter is said to have hung herself in the attic. And as if all that wasn't creepy enough, the decaying remains of sacrificed children were found buried under the inn's floor. The ancient Ram Inn is said to be so violently haunted that when the building was sold to John Humphreys in 1968, his wife and daughters absolutely refused to live there. They moved out, leaving John Humphreys all alone to live in the house. So, British paranormal investigators Sean Kenna, Sean Owen, and Carl Hassel from the YouTube channel Dark Territory traveled to the haunted inn to investigate the multiple claims of paranormal activity. During their investigation, they hear bizarre, unexplained sounds, and Sean feels something touching his leg.
Already, as soon as we were about to begin filming the investigation, something draws our attention upstairs. Sounded like you rolled a barrel, or did you work at the inn?
Dude, upstairs.
Go. I just heard what sounded like movement up here. Is this where you are? Are you the witch? They call this room the witch's room, so we only assume that you, the witch, you're felt in here.
Did anyone hear the voice a second ago before you said you're felt in here?
No. Witch, you're felt in here. Witch, you're felt in here.
I don't know if it's a voice or it was like a cat.
Yeah.
No warnings whatsoever.
Did you used to sleep in this bed, witch?
I'll tell you, this is the...
Fell something on my leg, man. Someone was on
Jesus Christ, bro!
touched my leg.
Later, as Sean Kenna and Sean Owen are exploring on the second floor, things get even stranger.
What little room are you hiding in? Come on, show yourself. I'm sure you're not afraid of me and Owen.
Guys, the door is open.
A door to the attic opens on its own, and the team can't find any explanation for this strange occurrence. There was no draft, and the team had been walking back and forth past the door many times without it making any movement whatsoever. Now, since it has always been said that dark spirits and entities supposedly, quote, feed off fear, the team decides to do an experiment to see if the emotion of fear will trigger even more paranormal activity. So they tie up and blindfold team member Carl and put him in one of the beds in the bishop's room. This room is said to be the most supernaturally active.
Why would anybody do that?
At first, nothing really happens, and as time passes, Carl seems to grow more and more impatient. But then, things take a terrifying turn.
Someone's touched my leg. Someone's touched my leg, bro!
You see the bed?
Something's out there.
Did y'all notice the other bed was moving though, and there's nobody?
You around me now? You make a
Or is that
sound.
the screen? I think that's. Can't tell.
What the was that, bro?
What, man?
This something's just fallen off here.
Who's that?
Why would they do that?
Touch me, man! What the
Something's wrong with Carl. He's on.
Holy shit, man.
We need to go.
You get me the car of here now, Joe. Bro, I just
No.
seriously, someone just whacked me, no joke. I heard something being thrown or something, and I was like, come on, and then someone just whacked me, no joke, as if someone just punched me in the chest. I mean,
Carl begins to freak out as he feels something touching his leg. A candle then falls onto the floor, but But scariest of all, something unseen slaps Carl on the chest. The violent smack is actually loud enough that the audio can be heard on camera.
That was hard.
And with that, Carl is done. In abject terror, he frantically struggles his way out of the rope binding his legs and wrists. So did the paranormal investigators capture proof of the sinister ghost that haunted the ancient Ram Inn? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video and many more investigations of haunted English locations over on the YouTube channel, Dark Territory. The House of the Burned Man. Popular Mexican paranormal investigator Alberto del Arco travels to a mansion in Manzanillo, Mexico. The massive hillside estate has been mysteriously abandoned for over 35 years, and it looks more like a hotel than a home. It features a pool, a spa area, and an amazing view of the ocean. So no one really knows why such a luxurious home would be abandoned for over 3 decades. However, urban legend says that one of the home's previous tenants perished in a mysterious fire inside the house. Because of this, locals refer to the estate as the, quote, House of the Burned Man. The entire property is said to be extremely haunted. Once Alberto and his 2 cameramen make their way inside, they find the home's design a bit confusing.
Todavía no le encuentro la forma de esta casa. Aquí está cerrado, aquí ya no hay más. No, todavía existen. Atrás, atrás. ¿No fue un animal? ¿Algún ave?
Sound like a woman.
Ok, pero eso vino de este lado. ¿Se oyó claro? Madres. ¿Fuiste tú ahorita que pisaste? Sí. ¿O no? Sí. ¿Sí? Se oyó muy hueco, cuidado, sí, retumbó todo. No se nos vaya a caer encima parte de esta propiedad, porque sí se ve que está muy dañada. Mira, ven. Ven a ver esto.
Cuidado. ¿Estás bien?
Sí. Casi me estoy en la cara, güey, ¿lo viste?
Sí.
Su madre.
While exploring the strangely constructed mansion, the team hears what sounds like a child's voice, followed by the sound of a breath. Even though the unexplained sounds are barely picked up by their microphones, the 3 explorers all seem to hear it very clearly. Next, Alberto has a frightening close encounter with a bat. And after that, the team just decides to continue their investigation outside as they check out the other buildings on the sprawling estate.
Hola. No sé, güey, como que arrastraron algo. Buenas noches. No creo que haya indigentes viviendo aquí, la verdad. Uy, está enorme este lugar. Atrás, aquí. Eso fue aquí. Con cuidado. Puede haber animales,
Alberto and his team hear strange sounds coming from inside some of the buildings. It sounds almost like something heavy being dragged across the floor.
Yeah.
Since the hillside the mansion sits on is almost impossible to access, Alberto thinks it would be unlikely that any homeless people could be living there. Instead, he believes that all of the sounds that he is hearing could simply be made by animals. But even though Alberto is very skeptical, what happens next is not so easy to explain.
¿Qué pasó, güey? ¿Qué pasó? Ay, güey, a mí se me hizo ver a alguien acá. ¿Allá? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? ¿No habrá sido una sombra? ¿No habrá sido algún árbol? ¿Alguna rama? ¿Lo habrá trabado o no? ¿Sí? Ok, habrá que revisar ese material.
Alberto's cameraman captures what appears to be a white translucent figure on camera. A little later into their investigation, and they capture something again.
Looks like somebody with like a white hospital gown
Hay
or
más
something.
escaleras que van hacia abajo, Cuidado. Mucho
Or a little
murciélago.
girl with a white dress.
¿Todo bien?
That makes sense.
¿Qué hay allá? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? ¿Dónde? Oh, hijo de... ¿Dónde, güey? No sé, los murciélagos? Huele muy mal. Huele muy, muy mal.
Bats come flying out towards the cameraman, but it's not a bat that spooks him. A bizarrely shaped shadow seems to be staring back at him from just inside one of the rooms. They go to check it out, but there's nothing there. The figure has vanished, leaving nothing behind but a very foul stench. Before long, the echoing sound of a raging party being celebrated somewhere nearby starts to make it impossible for them to capture clear, uninterrupted audio. Alberto and his team have no choice but to wrap up their investigation. However, right before they leave, they capture something truly chilling.
Ok. Con cuidado. Ok, ¿les parece si bajamos? Digo, aquí no hay más que una pequeña explanada. No está tan espectacular como la de arriba, quizá. Pero se me hace curioso que esté este piso, ¿no?
At the time they recorded this, the team says that they were completely unaware that someone or something seemed to be watching them from the tree line. They catch an unexplained figure on camera, just barely visible in the dark. So, did Alberto Del Arco and his two cameramen capture evidence of paranormal activity at the mansion? Is it possible that the ghost of the burned man, who the house is named after, was watching them? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video over on the YouTube channel, Alberto Del Arco. Just passing through. Paranormal investigators beyond the realm paranormal investigate the Alton Railway Station in Staffordshire, England. The old train station was built in 1849 and it was eventually closed down in 1965. So, after over 100 years of travelers and workers passing through the station, it is now believed to be extremely haunted by the ghosts of deceased passengers and railway workers. The 5 investigators set up motion detectors on the platform close to what used to be the railway track. They start recording, and what they capture is truly bizarre.
So that's just Nick setting off the motion detector. It only goes off when something walks in front of it. There you go. Straight after it's followed you.
I'm going to do it one more time for you. I want you to follow me exactly where I come from.
Isaiah, he's out there, hurry up.
You open break every time?
Isaiah,
Remember?
go, he's out there.
We didn't do that. No.
When lead investigator Nick walks back and forth, setting off the motion detector,
We had to order some
something
food.
seems to
I'm
follow
multitasking.
him.
So I had to
Then
send my
suddenly, a
son out
super
there.
fast-moving white mist seems to pass right through him, knocking him a step back.
We didn't do that. No.
What's especially creepy is that Nick seems to both see and react to the mist as it passes right through his body. So did they capture real evidence of the
Nothing passes through my
paranormal?
body.
Could it be
That's
the ghost
crazy.
of a wary traveler still running to catch a long-departed train? You decide. Check out this full video and more paranormal investigations over on their Facebook and YouTube channel, Beyond the Realm Paranormal. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and also...
All right, you guys. So that one was pretty scary. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm doing a lot of things at the same time. We had to order some food and whatnot, so my son just ran out there to get it, so you hear some commotion in the background. But anyway, yeah, so the Ghost of Carmel, Maine, I keep seeing videos for that, and it's pretty darn scary. I don't know why this guy insists on staying in that house. If he's so scared, he seems like he's terrified. Why would he stay there? I don't get it. I wouldn't want to live there. I mean, I'll go visit and investigate, but I would not want to live there. That's crazy. No freaking way. I don't know, but NukesTop5 did a good job with this one. Every single one was scary to me. Like, I mean, it's all about exploration videos, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I know I keep saying that I'm going to record something for you guys. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I promise, I promise, I promise. And I'm a woman of my word. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to knock out another one. Hopefully. I'll see what I can do. Wi-Fi has been acting really crazy, so it's been taking me like a whole entire day and a half to upload some stuff sometimes. So anyway, thank you guys. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you at the next one.